Ooh, I'm watching Ian Carroll. I'm so glad to have Ian Carroll back. He's back and kicking. I'm loving it. I love his takes. I stand with a vast majority of them, truthfully. We need some more Ian Carrolls. For sure. Tucker Carlson's, Candace. I mean, we need a lot. We gotta quit with this bipartisan back and forth nonsense. Truthfully, it's really just creating unwarranted division, which is what it's designed for. You can just see between the lines in those that are playing both sides of the aisle. Whether it's fun, I mean, again, I'm not. It is what it is. You see what you see. You know what you know. You do, I do, we all do. Let's leave it there. I just was watching Valhalla in reference to everything they're rolling out with the aliens and the files and stuff like that. And here's what I have to say to that, which I think it's comical. Like that's where we've landed. That's the newest distraction. And this is my message to that. This is the way I look at the aliens and the files and everything they're doing in the propaganda of that. My rebuttal to it is it must be a hoax. And are we still talking about this? Are we still talking about the aliens and the files and all this stuff? Like, I'm going to hit you with the same nonsense that you're hitting us when it comes to Epstein and the files. Okay? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do a little turnaround and give that back to you with the files in reference to the aliens. Are we still talking about this? Like, we can start talking about the aliens and the files when you start talking about the Epstein files. That's the way I see it. Instead, y'all keep with your distraction and you keep hitting your talking points and you keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, okay? It makes no difference to me. And another thing I wanted to touch on was entrapment. Entrapment, that's come up so much lately in the last 24 hours. I know a lot about entrapment and I know a lot about psychological warfare. Truthfully, psychological warfare is just an illusion. It really is. It's an illusion. It's a tactic, and it really is that. It's all in your head. If you allow it to be something, that's when it becomes psychological warfare. And that's what they want. They want to get in your head to create psychological warfare. Until you take control of your headspace, your thoughts, your truth, they're going to keep on that gerber wheel inside your head. Okay, so psychological warfare is just an illusion. It really, really is. And an entrapment is a thing. It's a thing, and that's what these people operate in, is entrapment. Very much so. Like, I've been walking through different angles and motions and tactics of entrapment. And I think it's comical to me because I see it before it even comes to fruition, into the momentum of it. Because it's like they so badly enough wanted to put me in an entrapment space using psychological warfare for things that they were doing the entire time. Things that they were actually doing and trying to entrap me in things that they were doing. This is what's crazy to me. This is where I'm like, you guys have lost your marbles. You've lost your marbles. You're never going to entrap me in things that I'm not doing because you're the one doing them. You're the one doing them. Stop wasting your time with that and your energy. Quit. It's never going to end well for you. It's never going to end well for you. If it's in this type of scenario, if it's in any type of scenario, you can't use the mechanics of the world and the mechanics of the system to bend it to entrap people in things that you're doing. You're misusing the reality in the system, and that is going to boomerang and it's going to backfire on you. I can assure you, whether it's a instant burn, it's an instant sting, or it's a slow burn, but it's eventually going to whip back around and it's going right back in your face. Right back in your face. It's why you should not these are levels, these are laws, these are universal laws in reality of just sovereignty within you that you shouldn't be messing with. Nobody should be messing with these things. But seeing as we have a world now with people that are choosing to mess with these types of areas of reality, to bend the rule, to take advantage of the system, take advantage of the populace, to hide their dirty secrets, to get in some kind of position of power, then yeah, this is the slow burn. This is the stings. This is when the veils get lifted. This is when God truly shows people what is up. The gig is up. The hoax is up. And so it's just the reality of the beast. And if you have a problem with it, well, then you need to start talking to your God. You need to start going in. You need to start doing the work and figuring out why you're making these types of choices to put you in this position. Nobody else is to blame other than yourself. I mean, it's just the truth in that. And that's all of us individually, collectively. All of us individually, collectively. Like, these are all things that I had to learn as well. When I was walking through all the spiritual, psychological warfare, physical warfare, financial warfare, I was just like, golly, why does this gerbil wheel keep going like this? What's going on? And it was because I was giving so many outside forces power over me versus putting all of that power into my faith in who God is and what Jesus Christ did on the cross. As soon as I removed the rose-colored goggles in reference to the reality of what I was walking through, and realizing that it was in fact a huge ploy on it was a huge ploy on just a war between the innocence of civilians and Americans, whether that be myself or all of us collectively, that it was just a pure war in reference to that, and that the war only withstands in your reality if you give it space in your reality. Otherwise, it's non-existence. It's just a hoax. Then it all kind of started connecting. How, okay, so this dot connects to this. This illusion connects to that. This tactic connects to this. That memory, that relationship, that coerced marriage, this connects to here, that filing, that corrupt judge, this connects here. This company connected to this company that connected to this company connected here. And it was just like going down the domino effect throughout my entire life. In reference to that, I have so many questions in reference to the 42 years I've been on this earth. I can't wait to get in a space of my own space and be able to start going down the rabbit hole and just really digging in deep and really researching the story in reference to my story. Because there's so many gray areas, there's so misconceptions on stories that I've been told throughout the 42 years. Stories that I've been told that change throughout time based off what I'm receiving, whether it be from my parents, my family, from like, wait a minute, that's different than the first story you told me. Hold on, which one is it? Which one is it? Is it the first one or the second one? What really happened? You know? And so it's like one of those things. And so I hope this video resonated, and I hope that this gives people strength and encouragement and understanding that all of this stuff that we see, it's all just calculated and strategically planned delusions, like in reference to the aliens and all the battling different things back and forth in social media areas and the propaganda and things like that. And you know individually what side you are when you stand on the side of truth. You know individually. Period. And then you trudge forward on that, like in reference to everything they're doing to go against Thomas Massie and not in Kentucky and all this stuff. Like, I watched Tucker Carlson and the Thomas Massie, and then and it's just, it's a shame. It's a shame how much you have to go through just to be on the right side of truth. And you can see that so evidently being magnified to every single person that is on the side of truth and fighting the other side in reference to it and holding the line, whether it's Tucker Carlson, Candace, Thomas Massie, Ian. I mean, it's a laundry list. Even myself, or just other Americans out here, just the middle class, the poverty, just fighting for what's right, and doing what's right every day, every minute of the day, and trying to take care of their babies. And so it's all of us collectively, and we're just going to have to continue on, because it's going to get thicker. This is going to get thicker. They're not going to stop. They're not